What if it was just a glance, or was it actually a silent signal powerful enough to ruin the most serious moment of a world-class idol? And how could a single second of eye contact from Jungkook make Kim Taehyung, known for his unmatched charisma, lose focus at the most unexpected time? These questions suddenly shook the global fandom army after a short clip that seemed ordinary at first turned into a storm of speculation, emotion, and endless curiosity. That day was supposed to be normal. No one truly expected that a snippet from the visual project Swim Live Clip 2, Swimming Pool Ver, would create such a massive domino effect. Yet it was precisely that simplicity that changed everything. The camera captured something too subtle to notice in one viewing, yet too powerful to ignore once replayed over and over again. I end the video. Kim Taehyung is seen walking toward the edge of the pool with a completely different aura compared to the relaxed atmosphere around him. His posture shifts, his shoulders straighten, his gaze sharpens. It's as if he is no longer an idol, but a professional diver preparing for a critical jump in a high-stakes competition. His arms rise slowly above his head, his body bends with precision, and the air around him feels tense, even though the other members casually move as if nothing unusual is happening. And this is where everything begins to feel strange, because at the exact moment Kim Taehyung is fully immersed in serious mode, something unexpected happens. There is no loud noise, no technical interruption, no crew interference, just a brief glance, a nearly invisible eye movement from Jungkook. Yet that single glance is what many fans believe became the trigger. Was it really just that? The footage shows that almost at the same instant, Kim Taehyung's focus slightly wavers. There's no dramatic mistake, no obvious error visible at first glance. But to sharp eyes, and especially to ARMY, known for their incredible attention to detail, that tiny shift is enough to spark thousands of questions. The movement that was supposed to be executed perfectly pauses for a fraction of a second. And in the world of professional performance, a fraction of a second can mean everything. Did Kim Taehyung truly lose focus? Or is there something deeper behind that fleeting interaction? Why did Jungkook glance at such a critical moment? Was it coincidence, or a silent form of communication only the two of them understand? As the clip spread rapidly across social media, theories began to explode. Some saw the moment as proof of their unique bond. Others treated it as a funny, humanizing glimpse behind the polished image of global idols. But there were also those who felt something more complex was hidden beneath the surface, something that couldn't simply be explained away as coincidence. What makes the moment even more fascinating is the stark contrast between Kim Taehyung and his surroundings. While he is fully immersed in his role, the other members appear relaxed, walking casually, seemingly unaware of the mini-drama unfolding before them. This contrast creates a strange visual tension, like a scene from a movie rather than a simple behind-the-scenes clip, and that is exactly why it feels so real, unscripted, unplanned, uncontrolled, a spontaneous interaction that offers a rare glimpse into dynamics that are usually hidden from the public eye. Many fans began revisiting past moments between Jungkook and Kim Taehyung. Small glances, subtle smiles, quiet gestures that once seemed ordinary but now feel different. Was this all just overinterpretation? Or has there always been a pattern hidden in plain sight? What's undeniable is the emotional reaction from ARMY. Some laughed, finding the moment hilariously relatable. Others felt touched, seeing a raw and authentic side of the idols they admire. And many were left even more curious, desperate to understand what truly happened in those fleeting seconds. This phenomenon proves something bigger than just a viral video. It shows how even the smallest interactions can have a massive impact when it comes to public figures with a powerful global fan base. Every movement, every expression, even every glance can become a subject of deep interpretation. Yet, in the middle of all the theories and speculation, one mystery remains. What really happened in that moment? Was Jungkook aware that his brief glance would have such an effect? Did Kim Taehyung actually get distracted? Or was it purely coincidence? And why does such a tiny moment feel so significant? These questions continue to echo among fans, fueling endless discussions. Everyone has their own interpretation, yet no one can truly confirm the truth. And maybe that's the beauty of it, because in a world filled with carefully crafted images and large-scale productions, it's these small, unexpected moments that feel the most genuine, the most human, the most real. At a moment where an idol loses focus, just because of a glance from someone close to him, at a moment where perfection cracks for a split second, and somehow that's what makes it unforgettable. And through it all, ARMY keeps watching, analyzing, and feeling, waiting for answers that may never fully come. And just when it seemed like the moment would fade away like any other fleeting behind-the-scenes clip, something even more unexpected began to unfold. The clip didn't just circulate, it intensified. Frame by frame, fans slowed it down, zoomed in, replayed it endlessly, searching for something that might have been missed in real time. And with every replay, the narrative didn't become clearer. It became more mysterious, because the more people watched, the more they noticed something unusual in Kim Taehyung's expression. At first glance, it looked like pure concentration. The kind of deep focus expected from someone who takes even the smallest performance detail seriously. But in the slowed-down version, there was a flicker, so quick it almost escaped detection. A subtle shift in his eyes. A micro-expression that seemed to appear the exact moment Jungkook's gaze aligned with his. Was it hesitation or recognition? That tiny fraction of a second became the center of an emotional storm. Because for fans who have followed their journey for years, moments like these are never just moments. They are fragments of a much larger story, pieces of a puzzle that may never fully be solved, yet always invite interpretation. Some began to question whether Kim Taehyung had been fully aware of Jungkook's presence before that glance. Had he been so immersed in his diver persona that he temporarily blocked out everything else? Or was he always aware, and that glance simply broke the illusion he was trying so hard to maintain? And if that's the case, what does it say about the connection between them? There is something deeply compelling about the idea that even in a state of intense focus, a single glance from a specific person can disrupt everything. Not in a negative way, but in a way that reveals something undeniably human. Something that cannot be scripted or controlled. It's the kind of moment that doesn't need words, and perhaps that's why it resonates so strongly, because silence, in this case, speaks louder than anything that could have been said. As the discussions grew louder, another layer of curiosity emerged. Some fans pointed out that Jungkook's expression at that exact moment was just as intriguing. It wasn't exaggerated. It wasn't playful in an obvious way. It was subtle, almost unreadable. But there was intent, or at least, that's what many believed. Was it a deliberate tease, a subconscious reaction, or simply perfect timing that led to an accidental disruption? No one could say for sure. But what made it even more fascinating was what happened immediately after. Kim Taehyung, who had been preparing so meticulously,